Okay, so for today, I'm going to try to modify my eBay radio trigger by mounting the 433 megahertz antenna and a quick connector. The first thing that we need to do is take out the screw that's on the bottom here. And this will pop right open. As we can see here, there's two different holes that have the plating on them. First one over here by label C3. The other little one up here by the FS616. Now, what I've seen online, only one person has ever connected the antenna here. Most of the people are going to the C3 hole, and I believe that's where I'm going to try to go to today. So we need to drill a hole in our cover in order for the quick connector to kind of mount in there. It'll go from underneath. So I'm kind of looking at it and realizing that we need to have room for the wire that's going to connect onto the very tip of this. We're looking probably, I'm guessing right around where that 4 is. Drill bit I have here is 7/32 size, which looks to be about the correct size to the quick. Here we have the drill, kind of lined up to where I want to make the hole. Going to go from the inside out to make sure that I don't drill into the lip there, kind of giving me enough room. So we want to try to go kind of here on the edge. Line up the drill. And there we go. One new hole. So what I have is some 18 gauge wire here. We're going to try to make a half wavelength antenna out of it. So I'm going to measure out to 5.75 inches roughly. I don't think it's too drastic. That I believe the actual measurement is 5.86 inches. I'm just going to do 5.75. I figure that's that should get me in the ballpark and close enough. I really don't think that it's going to be all that important to have the exact wavelength on there. So there we go. Just our nice small antenna hole. The next thing that we need to do is go ahead and strip off a little bit of the ends of these, the wire, so that we can solder them on there. They have these nice little wire stripper grips that I seem to really enjoy, and we can just take off ever so little bit. And we don't want a lot of exposed wire, but we do need a little bit to be able to get in there and get the solder joints. So we'll clip off the other end here. And it looks like we're set. Okay, so now I have our quick connector connected and latched in with the gator clips on my Black & Decker soldering iron kit. This is my first time to attempt to try to solder anything in quite a couple years. So, and I have really shaky hands, so no guarantees here. Hopefully it'll go well. I've got my soldering iron heated up. It's at 500 degrees. I've got some light duty solder that I got from Radio Shack. We have the wire wrapped around the little post here on the quick connector. We're going to take the soldering iron, put it on the connector and on the wire for 2 seconds to let the metal heat up. We'll quickly add the solder in there, take the solder away, then take the iron away. So let's see how it goes. 1001, 1002. Bring in our solder here. And that looks pretty good to me, even though it's not a professional job. I think it's going to work. Okay, so there we go. We have our soldered connection onto the post. And we've got our wire. This wire would have a hard time just kind of fitting in there. So what we're going to do is just wrap it around a pencil here. Just give it a little bit of shape. You know, kind of make it like a curly wire. That way it'll go on the compartment a little bit better that way. And there we go. Nice little pigtail out. The next step is to solder this little part into here. So we've got the wire set up inside the gator grips as well as the connector. Notice an important thing: remove the battery. You don't want that in there when you're messing with its electronics. I've waited a few minutes for the iron to warm back up to 500 degrees. And we're going to do the same kind of procedure here. Put it on there for 2 seconds, apply the solder, take the solder off, and then take the iron off. There we go. Looks like we've got a nice little connection there. Not too sure about it. We'll let it cool off here for a few seconds and see if it works. Okay, now that we have all of our connections soldered in, let's go ahead and put back in the battery and pray for the best here. Let's see if it lights up. Uh-oh. Ah, there we go. There we go. We'll put our retaining nuts onto the post and screw this down. So now we've got everything pretty much assembled back up. And go ahead and put the little screw back in here. Tighten that up. Now, let's go take some pictures.